Well, hi everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you're watching me from. My name is Sally and I'm coming to you from Jamaica. And today I'm really excited about something and I just thought I would do a video and share it with you. So I hope you will enjoy what this is. I have a lamp that I make that people are very used to. Certainly people, when I say people, I mean my clients, are used to seeing. And today I made a whole new design, and this is just carved. I carved this not 5 minutes ago, and I'm really excited. But what I wanted to share with you today is, you see these grooves right here, and I bought the tool set from Diamond Core, and let me just get there from Diamond Core Tools. And when they did a product launch of these lovely carving set, the X tools and the two extras, which is the PV4 and, well, that's not one, which is the other one, the PV4 and the P4 and the PV4. I got all of them, and they've just sat in a box, totally unused. And today I said, no, it's time to start using them. And how can I do it? Well, I can do it on my lamp. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how I use them, and hope that you enjoy this video. And feel free to copy my method. You may not want to copy my design, but you can certainly copy my method. So here we go. And this is the form that I made. I made these a couple of days ago, and they've been drying to the point where they're leather hard. So I can just trim them, and then this is what it's going to end up looking like. So let me just put this off to the side, and let me just get going. So what I do is, I don't use wads of clay. I haven't done that for years. What I do is I just moisten the rim of my pot, and I just very lightly damp the wheel, and I put this on and I slide it around a little bit, and I'm going to get a seal and it's going to stick. And then I just test it to make sure it's centered. If it's not centered, then I just give it a nudge until I get this piece centered. But, well, as luck is with me, it's centered right away. Then I just take any kind of one of the boards, and I just kind of go around, and I just make sure that this is really well sealed. And as you can see, it's not going anywhere. I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want to hurt my form, but this is solidly on there. Now I have various tools. This is also a Hsin tool that he uses when you are trimming your pieces. And this is what it looks like. It comes in 2 pieces, and this is just a wheel. It's a spinner. And so your thumb or your finger just sits on that as you're spinning around, and you can hold your finger still. And then I'm going to use my tool, and what I'm going to do is just trim this. I try to make my forms as close to the actual size that I'm looking for, so that I don't have to do a whole lot of trimming. So this won't take too long. Sorry, when I go quiet, it just means I'm kind of concentrating on what it is that I'm doing. Now, I've made a lot of these lamps, so I'm pretty good at what I'm doing. I hope you can follow me. Anyway, I'm just going to go up and just do a second pass and get rid of any notches or what we call trimming lines. And I tap to know how thick that is, and I think I'm absolutely perfect. I can tell by the sound of my tap how thick my piece is, and it's right where I want it. So now I'm just going to trim the bottom. This piece is, let me measure it for you so you have a bit of an idea of the size of what I'm working with. 27 centimeters. It is 11 inches and it's 5 inches wide, 11 inches tall. It was probably a little, just slightly taller than that when I started out. Let me lift that up a little bit. And I'm just going to trim the inside. Now the nice thing is, as you can see, the form has a hollow bottom. So I'm actually able to get inside my pot even though this is the bottom. And I'm just going to, as I normally do, just tidy up the inside of my pot and maybe carve away a little bit of the thickness that I didn't get on the outside. That's the beauty about this piece, is that I can get at it from both the inside and the outside. But that's basically it. And I'm finished trimming this piece. I'm going to put this back on because I want to use my metal rib and just compress the wall. So like I said, when I used this tool for the first time, which was this morning, embarrassingly, they've sat in their boxes for the last couple of months ever since I bought them. And I was just super impressed, which is why I'm doing this video. I'm kind of surprised at the ease of using the tool, and I'm also pleased with the effect and the beauty about this new line of tools is the way they're designed is they leave a really smooth edge, so I don't get all the rough edges that I have to carefully smooth away. This tool is an all-in-one tool. It just does it all. There you go. So this one I'm using now is called a P4V, and I'm going to show you how I use it in just a second. Let me just finish up. I'm just going to use my sponge and I just round the rough edges and smooth it. It's not round it off, just to smooth it. And this piece is finished. And while I've got it here, I'm just going to sign it. I sign it on the inside, so it looks kind of funny, and I'm signing it upside down because it'll sit when this gets turned around. This is the top, anyway. Then my signature will be the right side up. Okay, so now that I have finished, how do I get this off? So all I do is I just go very, very slowly and I grip with my hands because it's leather hard and I can get a little bit of a grip and it just will loosen. And I don't have to knock it. If I knock it, I'm going to knock my piece out of shape. But it's just by gripping it, and then eventually it will release, and then I can just lift it up. And then I'm going to turn it upside down. Give my piece a once over. And make sure that I get all the burrs and all the little trimmings and clean it up a little bit. And now we're ready to carve it. So I'm excited to show you this part of how I'm doing it. So I kind of want to follow this design. I like the design that I did on this one here. So I'm just going to find my starting point, which I remember was this one here. And I'm just going to go down. And I don't have to apply a whole lot of pressure to get this tool to work. It's a dream tool. And if anybody does carving and the cutouts, I do a lot of that. It's one of the things that I'm known for here in Jamaica, and people like the pieces that I make. But this has just made my life a whole lot easier, and I'm in love with this tool, and I can't wait to find a reason to use all the others. Like I said, I bought the set when they offered them, nice special. And then this was a complimentary tool, which they gave me because I bought the set. So here we go. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure, and I'm going to go down. And I'm going to try and basically follow the same pattern I have on the one over there, but I'm not applying a lot of pressure, and this is the cutout. There's no rough edge, there's no burrs, there's no anything. It is just absolutely smooth. And I'm really, really, really happy with this. And I'm just going to go down. Like I said, I'm kind of following the pattern of the other one because I really like how it came out. And all I do is I just keep going around. Sorry, maybe I need to be in here a little bit more. Now I have to make sure that I leave the walls of my pot thick enough so that I don't go through the pot. Actually, I've now kind of lost my design, so let me just go free. And they just peel off, and it's absolutely clean. This tool is brilliant. Now I'm just going to look around and see if there's any place that might do with another little trim, but that's it. That's how easy it is to use this tool. And like I said, you can see how thick it cuts in. I don't know if you can tell. And now here's the fun part for me, is just cutting out all the flowers. And I'm using my, oh God, now I've got to misplace it. No, it is, here it is. I'm using Hsin Tools. I'm a big fan of Hsin Tools. Can you see that? Hsin Tools. Now, what I do is I have a little piece of sponge here, and I'm just going to rest this on. I want to protect the bottom. And then I just go ahead and I start carving. And I'm not really sure where to put the camera. I don't want to, I'm hiding. Okay, let me see if I can find a, no, that's not going to work. Sorry, everybody. I want to try and put this in a position where you can see the carving that I do. And remember, when I carve, I angle my knife so that I get a really crisp line here, and you don't see the edge of the carving. And then on this side, I angle my knife the other direction. So it's like I've talked about this before. Let me do it this way. And when I do that, you'll see that there's a really crisp line on that carving. You don't see the edge of the pot or whatever. All you just see is that line, and it's really great. So then here we go. Just keep going. And I leave these pieces in until I finish all of my carving. And I've done this, I can't tell you, countless of times, and it's like I don't even have to think. It just comes so automatic to me. And how I hold my tool and how I manipulate where to put my carving. If I make this look easy, it's only because of my experience in doing this. But once I decide where I'm going to carve my line, I commit to it. And that's the one thing. If I hesitate or I stall a little bit, then it's going to come up in the carved piece. So I really do. I just make my line, commit to it, and then go with it. So while I finish up this, I'll tell you something kind of fun. The other week, well, I guess it was last week, I went and got my hair cut. And my nails are so horrible because I'm a wheel thrower and my nails grind on the wheel. And so I spoke to my hairdresser and I said, what can you do to toughen up my nails? Or do you have any kind of a polish or something that I can use? And so I ended up putting on these tips. And I thought, oh gosh, there's no way I can do pottery with these tips. Well, I was going away for the weekend, so I said, okay, let me just leave them on. And then this past week, I decided, well, let me see what I can do with these tips on. I just have to hold my hands a little bit differently so that I don't gouge out the clay with these tips that I'm not used to. And I'm telling you, it's been fun. I've actually been able to make all these forms and not have any problem with the nails. And so I'm going to go back and get her to file them down a little bit, but I might keep them on because I like nice nails, and my nails are hideous because of the time I spend on the wheel. But anyway, they're a little dirty now because my hands are working hands. Okay, I think that's generally it. And what I do is I just kind of have a little look around to see if I've forgotten anything, and I don't think I have. And here's the fun part, is the review. Okay, so I just take the other end of this same P4V tool, and all I do is I just poke, and this is the fun part because this is where you get to see how the pattern gets revealed. Just turn it around and I just carefully poke them through, my hands on the inside to catch the carved out piece. Now, I normally make pineapples and trees, but I thought I need a new design. So I came up with this morning before I started in my studio. And I'm really happy with it. And I was only going to make, I have four of these lamps. I have one more to make after this. And I was only going to do two of them in this design and then do a different design, but I like this design so much I made all four of them. I have a show in a month. No, actually, I lie. It's in a couple of weeks. And so these need to be ready. Okay, so now what I do is my sponge is damp. It's not wet. If I squeeze it, water is not going to come out. And all I do now is I just go around and I just soften up those edges, because once I apply the glaze and fire it, these edges can become razor sharp, and I don't want that. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves while they're handling my pieces. So I just go in and on every piece, every cutout, I smooth up the edge. But the one thing I don't have to do because of this magnificent tool is I don't have to clean up the stems or stalks or whatever you want to call them, but these carved lines that I do, because the tool does it for me. It's a lovely tool. So whoever designed it and came up with this idea to make it so that the edges remain smooth, I thank you very much, because it's going to make a world of difference in the pottery that I do. But you can do this in any design you want. You know, you can make daisies and whatever, but I like leaves. It's just really nice. So anyway, I think that's it. I think this is the last bit of cleaning up to do. And then I just very, very lightly just do a little pass by the inside. And if I have any little burrs or anything as a result of the carving, I can just brush those away when it gets bone dry. It's a lot easier than picking at it now. But there you have the piece. And that's it. It's really lovely. And then I can look around, and if there's any spot that I think might do with a little a little hole, then I can just go ahead and add it. But I think I just might add a little something here. And I think that's just a little. I'm just going to do one. Just going to do one. Just kind of balances out the pot a little bit. There, that's it. So I want to thank you all very much for watching me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, this quick little piece to tell you how much I enjoyed using this diamond core tool. Again, it is the P4V. There it is there. And it's a dream. So I'm looking forward to trying out the other tools that I have. I have 5 more of them, 6 more of them. So that's it. So thank you all very much. I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful sunny day in Jamaica after days and days of rain. So I'm looking forward to maybe going out and enjoying some of it. So thank you all very much. Have a really super day. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any questions about the way I make my pieces or carve, then please feel free to ask me. I will respond to them. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please feel free to do so at your leisure. Thank you all very much. Again, my name is Sally, and it's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.